Hello guys, MikuChibi here, welcome back to Asuna Factor, and today we're going to talk about this banner here, Unleashing Blading World Order. It is a rerun banner, it's not new, and if you're wondering if the game's coming back, no. I'm not sure why they are even returning this one, maybe to promote that the game exists before, I'm not sure. Maybe they want people to pull limited skill, and last time I did review on this banner was last year, back in 17 July 2024, and today it is 2025 of 19 October. The question will be, is this banner worth to summon as of 2025? Are the skills still relevant? Are they still good? If we look on the skill, we're starting with Kirito. This is hold the front, the spirit color, hold the front 4, recover max 5% plus 200 flat HP per 3 seconds when HP is under 25%. This is basically really useful if you want to stay below specific HP threshold, or if you are tanking, can be nice. And then spirit color, it gives you different effect, depends on what skill record you're equipping. If you equip Asuna, you gain 10% max HP, Xenon gives you 20% attack, Leafa gives you additional 500 attack damage, which is pretty bad. Equip a 1 ally skill, you get crit rate 10%, and Eugeo gives you 10% crit damage. So this skill is like really unique, but at the same time we do have some skill that's similar, can be better, but this is like for specific build, mostly tanky I would say, but you can also use it in a DPS, mostly if you equip Xenon and maybe Asuna in your skill. And if you can crit, then you want to equip Alice and Juju. The Awakening though is pretty good if you're playing around stacking. It gives you an extra 10 stacks on all the stacking buff you have on yourself, so it can be really nice. The passive I would say is kind of rarely used. Sometimes you don't have the skill to fit in this one in your set, especially with tanking, but it still can be nice to have. Other hold the front 4 skill record that you can equip, there are many, like Banner is releasing many of those type of passives, so it is nothing like needed in your set, but it can be nice if you're playing around a specific build. Together in the wall Asuna, this is a Rapier skill, support Rapier skill, Frost and Wind. Doesn't have the best switch gate and break gate 20, that is pretty low. School time 16 seconds, that is long time. The damage also pretty low, but who cares about damage when it's used as support skill. Yeah, it gives you enhanced attack 4 buff, gives you extra 50% attack for 20 seconds, can be nice if you need a lot of attack. And also low combination, when equipping one or more crit skill in the same set, switch damage multiplied by 300% for 10 seconds. It's a nice buff, but sometimes you don't really need. Some passive skill do provide 200%, and then you can also equip on your Rin EX ability 100%, up to 1%. So you don't really need the buff, but if you need extra switch damage multiplier, then it's fine. So you don't really need this one, you rather want something else, but it's a nice support skill. Also extend your rush by 5 seconds. If you need extra time to use your rush, then it's good. I can say this one can be used sometimes if you have a skill slot that fit in, or if you're using on a connect skill, then it's pretty good. Otherwise you don't really need this one either. The Premier Knight Ally, this is a burst skill, not a full burst, but a burst skill is a slash fire with pretty decent multiplier 4840 when you're using the burst skill. If we compare it to the other skills that has better multiplier, like for example we do have some skill that has 6,000, 5,800, you know, that is a much higher, almost 1,000 more multiplier than this one. It's pretty old, it's from last year. So you have to think about it. It is an old skill, it doesn't have the best multiplier, but it's still really useful. Decent switch gate, pretty good break gate. The skill to activate the burst is pretty simple as well. You only need 3 fire and 1 slash, so fire, fire, slash, fire to activate the burst. So it should be really easy. And the bonus of the burst skill, your own attack increased by defense times 2, really nice. And fire element damage increased by the time of the number burn stack on the player is inflicted with burn slot or something. If you can play around burn, then it's really nice, but you don't need to play around that. As long as you can play around this bonus here, building a lot of defense, then I'm gonna turn into flat attack, then it is really good. The skill is still really good for any slash fire content. We do have floor 100 that is weak to slash and fire. We do have kill shutdown that is weak to slash fire, level 235. Can be really good for GOG. It's still good, but if you compare it to newer burst that got released as of 2025, that is much stronger. And I don't really remember if we did get more fire skill. I mean, we did get Kirito fire burst, right, from last year. That is something similar, but other than that, I don't think they have released any more burst skill. So it's still really good fire burst skill, but once we get a newer one that has higher multiplier, it will be better using this one. But for now, I would say it's still good as of 2025 until they release a new fire burst skill that is much better. Honestly, using Dagger. Dagger is already outperforming this one. The Frozen Interior Night Eugeo, this is a Power Rise passive skill on a full bird passive. So Power Rise 3 gives you flat 800 attack, really nice, and also gives you more attack if you can apply burn on the enemy. Some enemy do have burn resistance, so it might be really useless if you can't really apply burn, but if you can apply burn, then it's really good. Other than that, I think this is the only Power Rise 3 that is full burst. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is what I can remember for now. It is really nice to have. Power 3 will always be good, but when it comes to these passives, since a full burst, I haven't seen that many use this one because most of people prefer having a Power Rise 3 that is Awakening, so they gain the extra rush. And they already have a full bird passive that could provide more attack, more other stuff that is more useful for them. So they don't really need this passive here, and they're already equipping a Power Rise 3, and Power Rise 3 doesn't stack with each other. If you have two Power Rise 3 passive, they don't stack. You're not getting 1600 attack, you're only getting one of those effects. This one is like kind of rarely used, but still really good, really flexible, as long as you can apply a burn on the enemy. And most of the game content sometimes can be really hard if the enemy has like burn resistance. So I would say this passive is kind of niche, kind of rarely used as of 2025, but still really good in most scenarios, it's different build. So overall, this skill, are they still good in 2025? I would say yes, but you can easily replace with other passive with different build. It's not like you really need them, like they are not like must yet skill, you definitely need them in your skill. This is like having a luxury or extra skill that you can equip if you want to have it. You don't really need them unless you want to have them as a limited collection, then that's fine. There are different skills that can replace them easily. For example, for this Asuna, you can use equip the Cowboy Asuna. They act similar, so you can use that. For birds, you can use any different. I mean, if you have SPS, why do you want these allies, right? You can use SPS that is much better. For Eugeo, there are many Power Rise 3. And for Kirito, same here, you can use any passive that has the hold the front 4 or any different effect. You don't really need it. The skill is still good, but it's not a must yet skill. This is only for those that really want the skill as a full collection. So is it worth to summon on this one? Yes and no. Yes, if you want to collect the limit skill, that's fine. 95% I would say no. We do have some skills that can be similar to those, so you can use them instead. That is not limited. And if you already have like SPS, you already have Power Rise 3, I don't see any reason why you want to summon unless you want to summon for them for collection. The only thing I would say, this is banner is worth summon. If you're a new player that doesn't have a sword build yet, then getting Alice, Eugeo can be really nice synergy if you can do that. Kirito, Asuna can also be nice, so it can be good for new players if you're interested in building sword build. If you're rerolling for allies is still good. I think this banner is pretty good because Kirito's buff is gone, and I don't think we are getting more banner unless you want to wait and see what other banner is coming. This one is kind of short duration though, 10 days. So I would say just wait a little bit just to see what other banner is coming. We do have a few days until they're releasing more banner. We do have the wedding banner, wedding anniversary for Asuna and Kirito, which will be in few days. I think 4 days from now, 3 days to 4 days. So you can wait a little bit just to see. Maybe the wedding banner is much better. My recommendation, wait a little bit just to see what other banner is coming. We do have one banner, the wedding anniversary, that one is coming. Maybe they're gonna release something broken, and that one probably gonna also have SPS, so maybe that one is more worth to summon on or reroll on. Please wait a little bit, just to see what other banner is coming. If you're not interested in those banners that's coming, then you can summon this one, yet Alice, Eugeo, or Kirito Asuna, really depends. But keep in mind, these skills are limited, but they are not must yet skill. But that's me, thank you guys for watching, see you guys next time, take care now, and bye bye.